Don't you know basic manners? Hey, Toru!
Thank you for waiting. I'm Nagisa Rei, the CEO of Tokimeki Co. Thank you so much for coming today.
I'm Keiichi Sato, and I found myself waiting for the bullet train to head to a job interview at Tokimeki Corporation the next day. The rain's really coming down. Looks like the typhoon's hitting tomorrow. Huh? Keiichi? Haven't seen you since high school. You job hunting? Toru. Yeah, I am. I see. Don't tell me you're applying to Tokimeki Corporation. What? Yeah, I am. How do you know? Isn't Tokimeki Corporation a bit out of your league? Huh? I mean, Tokimeki Corporation is a major player in the reuse industry, right? Come on. You never know unless you try. Their sales director, Masaki Yokomizo, is a senior from my university. He's given me all kinds of insider info. This guy hasn't changed a bit since high school. Wait a minute. Looks like our seats are right next to each other. Wonder who's gonna sit in the middle. No idea. Oh. Huh?
Excuse me?
Are you okay? Whoa. Don't you know basic manners? Hey, Toru!
I'm terribly sorry.
Great. There goes my lunch. Might even mess up my interview at Tokimeki Corporation tomorrow. Even after that, Toru kept throwing snide remarks at the woman next to him. That outfit, it's vintage, isn't it? And a pretty rare one, too.
You recognize it?
Yes. Looks like the typhoon really did a number on you. Clothes from that era are pretty sensitive to water damage.
Exactly. It was one of my favorites. Excuse me, I'm going to the restroom for a bit.
Hey, Keiichi. That outfit earlier, come on, it's just old fabric, right? Just some outdated junk. Huh? That's seriously what you think? You clearly don't even understand what you're talking about. That vintage piece is...
Exactly. Don't you think you're being way out of line?
What?
You've been going on and on without even trying to understand what happened. Honestly, that's a bit rude and really awkward to listen to.
Oh, come on. I can spend the ride however I want.
I hear you're applying to Tokimeki Corporation, right? Then you should at least know a thing or two about vintage clothing.
But why are you telling me this?
I'm Ken Yoshitaka, Sales Director at Days Electronics. We do business with Tokimeki Corporation.
No way. Are you kidding me? This guy's Tokimeki Corporation's business partner?
If Tokimeki Corporation is a first-class company, then as an applicant aiming to join them, you should carry yourself with the same level of class, even on this train.
I'm sorry. Oh man, what are the odds? After that, Toru kept quiet, and the rest of the ride was surprisingly pleasant. Then the next day at the Tokimeki Corporation job interview.
Thank you for waiting. I'm Nagisa Rei, the CEO of Tokimeki Co. Thank you so much for coming today. Keiichi Sato and Toru Maruyama. It's been a great experience traveling on the bullet train with you two.
Great experience? Wait, you're... Huh? Nagisa, you know them?
Yes, we were seated next to each other on the train yesterday. My makeup was ruined and I was a complete mess, so I figured you wouldn't recognize me.
I had no idea you were the CEO of Tokimeki Corporation. I deeply apologize for our actions.
Oh, no worries, Keiichi. I actually enjoyed talking with you about vintage clothing. Toru, I have to say, my time with you was far from enjoyable. If it hadn't been for Keiichi, I would have jumped off that train.
Huh?
In the end, the typhoon ended up hitting Kyushu right on. And if I hadn't hopped on the train yesterday, regardless of Toru's rude comments, I wouldn't have been able to make it to this interview. Keiichi truly saved my day.
No, really. I didn't do anything. Were you really that rude, Toru? I'm so sorry.
Now then, let's put yesterday behind us and begin the interview fairly.
Toru stayed tense through the entire interview. He might not have been at his peak, but after the interview, Masaki, the sales director, looked quite frustrated. I followed the simulation and completed my interview without issue, and I got the job offer. First day on the job.
Alright, Keiichi. That's the full overview of the planning department's workflow. Any questions?
No, not at the moment. If anything comes up, I'll be sure to ask.
Okay. Come talk to me anytime.
Excuse me, Ms. Ray. Why am I not in the planning department while Keiichi is? I'm curious about that too. I mean, Toru definitely has the more impressive resume. Is it because of what happened on the train?
Of course not. But something else that happened on the train was a deciding factor.
What do you mean by that?
Keiichi showed he had a deep knowledge of vintage clothing. And when we talked on the train, he showed creativity and a real understanding of our products. Since our business is centered around vintage clothing and used appliances, someone like him is absolutely essential.
I see.
That's all. Please continue supporting our company as part of the sales department.
I understand.
Oh, right. Keiichi, can you come with me for a second? There's something I'd like to discuss.
Sure. Honestly, if you were in the planning department, it would have made my life way easier. I'm sorry about that. Just between us, there was actually a lot of debate about your hiring. Luckily, I stepped in and managed to get you into the sales department. Thank you so much. This fall, we're launching our online sales service. You have to deliver results for it. Do that, and you might transfer to planning. And you'll have more flexibility overall. Got it. I'll give it everything I've got. And so, Toru and his group began their work in the sales department with less than noble intentions. 2 months later,
Well, let me see.
Why the gloomy face? Exactly. Toru worked hard at the electronics stores and got us some amazing used appliances. Oh, are you jealous of my brilliance, perhaps?
Keiichi, you remember what we talked about, right?
Sure. The tips and precautions when sourcing used products, right? Toru, it's true. These appliances are pretty tough to get. Right? This hairdryer, for example, is a huge hit and still selling like crazy. But the price is just way too high. But Masaki said it was a great find. I'm not sure why he thinks that, but honestly, at that price, we're just playing right into the seller's hands. In a reuse company, I think the key is figuring out how to offer older or leftover products in a way that feels attractive and affordable to customers. Which is why, by nature, sellers sometimes push deals that benefit them more than us. So sales reps have to be extra careful. That's what you were implying, Nagisa, correct?
Exactly. You really are a studious one, Keiichi.
Not at all. I learned everything from you, Nagisa. Did he just call her Nagisa?
At this purchase price, we'll have no choice but to price it nearly the same as a brand new item. If you've gotten a better deal, we could have priced it in a way that would have made customers jump at it.
But how can we find a way to get it for less? Do you have any idea how much work Toru has put into this?
Well, I believe there is a better way, Masaki. I'm fairly certain I've mentioned this to you before, right?
Excuse me? No, Masaki, is that true? No, I don't recall hearing anything like that.
I did explain it to Keiichi, though.
Yes, I pretty much understand it all. Then Keiichi, go get a newer appliance for cheaper than what Toru paid. You can do it, right? Well, but that's a sales job, and if Keiichi succeeds...
Actually, in a reuse company, the planning team can also step in to negotiate prices. Then, let's give it a try, Keiichi. Consider this a little test.
Got it. There's no way he's gonna pull this off. 1 month later. How did you get all of these appliances at this price? This is insane.
Great job, Keiichi!
Oh no, I couldn't have done it without help from everyone in the planning team. There's no way I could have managed this alone.
Can you explain what method you used?
Sure. I assumed Toru approached regular electronics stores, but I focused on stores about to close for the day or warehouses on the verge of shutting down. Ah, that makes sense. because those items are unwanted or overstocked. Exactly. Unsold products often sit for long periods and the boxes may get damaged or worn. Even if regular stores can't sell them, reuse companies can, which means we can buy them at much cheaper prices. So that was the trick. I mean, I'd considered it, but I didn't think it could actually work.
I believe I explained this method to you before, Masaki.
Really? Well, did you?
Masaki is very skilled at building strong pipelines with companies. Toru, didn't you sense how smooth each of your sales meetings turned out?
Yes, most of them went surprisingly well.
He focuses on increasing the number of easy-to-sell to clients and locking in stable profits. Masaki's style is all about avoiding new prospects and sticking to what's safe.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, right?
Of course not. But if that's all you do, well...
Just because you had one success doesn't mean you get to dismiss my methods. With my cautious strategy, I'll make sure the online sales project succeeds too. Keiichi, with how confident you are, I'm guessing you've got even more in store. I'll do my best. Wait, if I keep following Masaki's lead, Keiichi might totally leave me in the dust. After that, the sales team kept hitting average numbers, while the planning team's results just kept growing. All right, everyone, it's time to start preparing for our online store launch. That means we need to start stocking up on products. I've listed the companies I'd like you to visit, so please start making those sales calls. Excuse me, may I say something? What is it? This list, it's the same as always, isn't it? And these companies mostly carry items that aren't really suited for online sales. I think exploring new prospects might help us find more affordable online-friendly products. And it would also let us offer a more diverse lineup. No, Toru. We can't afford to fail this time. What if we don't get enough products? Well, including myself, most of us haven't had many failures when reaching out to new clients. So you're saying you don't trust me? I didn't mean it like that. Well, you can go ahead and try, after you've finished every item on this list. This isn't working out. I won't get a promotion if I keep listening to this guy. I see. So you're launching an online store? Yes. Sneakers from Waku Waku Co. are incredibly popular, right? If we could sell them through our online platform, I truly believe they'd be a hit, especially considering our company's image. That's true. I think so too. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you so much. However, there's one concern I'd like to bring up, if that's all right. Sure, what is it? Actually, Masaki from Tokimeki Corporation came to us the other day, and we already signed a contract with him. If we proceed with this deal, we'd essentially be signing two nearly identical contracts. Are you sure that's okay? Huh? Masaki? Why were you negotiating with Waku Waku Co in the first place? Well, that was based on Ms. Ray's advice. So basically, you made us stick to safe clients, while you went after new prospects yourself? And you didn't even suggest it to me? I told you you could go after them once you'd finished everything else. Besides, you went behind my back and approached Waku Waku Co without permission, didn't you? That may be true, but still. Was it a mistake to protect you back then? What? I should have never followed you in the first place. What did you just say?
You two! Is this really the best moment to be arguing? We've got more than double the expected stock from Waku Waku Co right now. What exactly are you planning to do with them?
That's...
Could you at least settle this after deciding what to do with all these products? You're only exposing how little you care about the company and how much you're just trying to protect yourselves.
Huh? Nagisa, what if we do a live stream to promote the products?
I see. That's a great idea.
With that, we could advertise other products too. Two birds with one stone.
That's an excellent idea.
You taught me this too, Nagisa. I'll go ahead and schedule an emergency meeting to light up some streamers right away. Huh? Keiichi? He's really outpacing me. After that, The live stream I proposed was a huge success, and we managed to sell about 70% of the stock. Regarding the surplus items... we ended up with losses in the sales department. What do you say, Toru? If only you had done his job properly. What did you just say?
Good grief, honestly, both of you.
Ms. Ray, Toru just...
I think you should be more grateful to Keiichi. If that live stream hadn't worked, you might have had to take responsibility for some of the losses.
What?
Toru, you too. I understand you didn't trust Masaki, but you took it upon yourself to strike deals independently. If you just talked to me beforehand, we could have avoided the double booking entirely.
You might be right, but...
You two are just way too proud. Look at Keiichi. He works with humility, but he also enjoys his job for the sake of the company and everyone around him. He's been genuinely impressive since the moment I met him on that train.
Ms. Ray?
The company takes this matter very seriously. We'll inform you of the consequences in due course.
No way! This is all your fault, Masaki. My whole career is doomed. Shortly after that, Masaki was demoted to section chief. The two of them kept arguing so much, there was no chance of either of them getting promoted. On top of that, I heard both of them ended up getting sick from the stress. If only I hadn't joined this company. Meanwhile...
Do you think this vintage piece suits me?
Absolutely. But actually, I think this one might... Oh, weren't we here for a business meeting?
Come on, let's just skip the meeting and...
No way! Nagisa! Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.
This place is pretty upscale. Are you sure you've got the bill covered?
You're the one who doesn't belong in a place like this. I'll be calling my father.
Huh? Yui, congrats on your very first deal. Landing a contract for a brand new location isn't easy. I'm really happy your hard work finally paid off. Let this be a little celebration from me. Hope you enjoy it.
Thank you so much. I can't believe you reserved such a gorgeous restaurant. I'm honestly so happy.
I'm Keiichi Sato. Tonight, I brought my subordinate, Yui Shimizu, here to celebrate her first successful contract at the day's location of Tokimeki Restaurant. But then... Huh? Keiichi? Kentaro, it's been ages. Never thought I'd see you here as a customer, man.
Oh, this is?
He's Kentaro Kashiwa. We went to high school together. These days, I'm a waiter and even train the newer staff. Wow, that's pretty impressive. By the way, this place is pretty upscale. Are you sure you've got the bill covered? What?
What?
Sorry. I just remembered how you were back in high school, so I couldn't help but worry a little. And the lady you brought is absolutely stunning. So I figured maybe you're just trying to impress her or something. Oh, should I not have said that? What do you even think of me, Kentaro? No need to worry, I work in corporate sales now, in the marketing division. Oh yeah? Good for you.
You've been rude to Keiichi this whole time. Don't you think you're out of line? You're the one who doesn't belong in a place like this. I'll be calling my father.
What? Why do I have to take that kind of talk from someone I just met? And what do you mean by father? Yui's father is actually the owner of this Tokimeki restaurant. Also, both Yui and I work in the corporate sales department at the Tokimeki restaurant headquarters. Wait, the owner? As in, Mr. Shimizu? And you two are HQ sales staff? No way!
If you want proof, I'd be happy to hand you my business card.
No, that won't be necessary.
My father was actually dining nearby. He said he'd drop by on his way out.
I see. 10 minutes later.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Thanks for coming, Dad.
It's good to see you again, Mr. Shimizu.
And thank you for your hard work, Keiichi. I've heard from Sonegawa Sales Director that you've been really dedicated to training your juniors.
Not at all. Yui and the others are all super motivated, so I've got to keep up.
Now then, you're the waiter who acted rudely toward our guests?
Well...
Mr. Kashiwa, that wasn't the kind of behavior you should be showing toward customers, was it? It's true that Tokimeki Restaurant is positioned as a high-end dining experience. The comments that imply we pick and choose our customers are completely unacceptable.
Exactly. Your attitude shapes the reputation of this restaurant, so it's something that deserves your utmost care.
Right. But still, this all seems a little blown out of proportion, don't you think?
Excuse me?
It's just, Keiichi and I were classmates, and I got a little too casual, thinking about how he's doing these days. I've never had a customer complaint before, and I like to think I've been professional with my service usually.
I did some checking, and no, there haven't been any major issues with your conduct until now.
You got too casual, huh? Maybe it wasn't such a big deal because it was me this time. But remember, other guests see how you treat people too. You've gotta be more careful.
Keiichi is absolutely right. You should never change the way you treat customers, no matter who they are.
Understood. I'll be more mindful from now on.
Well, it's your first offense, so I'll let it slide this time. But going forward, I'll be keeping a closer eye on your behavior. Keep that in mind and do your best. Also, I heard you have close ties with Doki Doki Corp, one of our partners. Apparently, you're the CEO's son. Please, send our regards to your father.
Will do, sir. I think we'll call it a night here. I imagine this wasn't exactly a pleasant experience for you, Yui.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go.
Right. So, we ended up enjoying dinner somewhere else that night. A few days later, Yui and I were in a planning meeting for the new Kirameki branch. The location for the Kirameki branch has been finalized. It'll be right next to the hotel by the station.
Today, I'm hoping we can have a more in-depth discussion with the new owner, Mr. Yamazaki. Thank you for your time. To support the process, I've asked Kashiwa to join us as an advisor from the Days branch, where he currently serves as assistant manager.
Nice to meet you.
He's been with us for a long time, and really knows the ins and outs of the restaurant, especially in his role as chief waiter. That said, I heard from Mr. Shimizu that your customer service was called into question recently.
I got carried away after bumping into an old friend. I let nostalgia get the better of me. That's all in the past now. As long as you're mindful of your conduct moving forward, it won't be an issue.
I looked over the proposal you submitted in advance. However, given the differences in location and target audience between the Days and Kirameki branches, I have some reservations about relying on your advice. I was thinking input from the Uki Uki branch might actually be more applicable. That's fair. Still, I'd like to give Kashiwa the opportunity to grow into this advisory role. I was hoping you could get a sense of his work ethic as we proceed.
I see. All right then. Let's move forward with the meeting. I really am sorry about what happened the other day. But from here on, we're strictly talking business. So you'll be taking this meeting seriously, won't you?
What kind of question is that? Of course I will. You're being disrespectful to them.
You can count on me to handle this professionally.
We're not the type to let personal issues bleed into a business discussion.
Right. Sorry about that. 1 hour later.
So, we've locked in our target demographic and overall business strategy. Yes, and we've got a solid timeline in place for the opening preparations too. I really appreciate everyone's support.
Glad I could help. Next up is the promotional campaign. It's going to be key once the new location opens. If you could brainstorm some ideas before our next meeting, that would be great.
Promotion? Huh. We've included examples of past campaigns for new store launches in this packet. Feel free to use it as a reference. Got it. Thanks very much.
Since it's a promo campaign, we're going to ask my dad's company, Doki Doki Corp, to handle it again, right? We've always left it up to them. And it's worked out fine, hasn't it? Doki Doki Corp, huh?
Now that you mention it, my dad did say it's a company run by Mr. Kashiwa's father. Is something wrong?
Is there some kind of concern about my dad's company? It's not so much a concern. I'd just like to take a moment to reevaluate working with Doki Doki Corp. We'll discuss it further on our end, and follow up with you, Miss Yamazaki.
Understood. Looking forward to hearing from you.
A few days later, President Kashiwa from Doki Doki Corp visits the headquarters.
As I mentioned over the phone, I'm Sonegawa, Director of Sales. Let me get right to it. We're currently reviewing whether or not to continue our contract with Doki Doki Corp.
So, you're saying termination's on the table?
Not just on the table, it's actually the most likely outcome at this point.
I see. Was there some kind of issue with the work we've done?
Keiichi, Yui, would you mind explaining?
Of course!
Happy to.
Doki Doki Corp has been our trusted promotional partner ever since the launch of the very first Tokimeki restaurant. We're deeply grateful for everything your company has done for us over the years. However, there are also some challenges we're facing.
Doki Doki's strength lies in affordable, well-designed print materials. But our company is now looking to go further. We want to expand into in-store event planning, large-scale campaigns, and collaborative promotions with outside companies and culinary experts.
Event planning and major campaigns, huh? It's true, that's an area where our company doesn't have much experience.
Exactly. That's why we're considering switching to a larger agency that can handle these kinds of requests.
I understand, but Tokimeki Restaurant is one of our biggest clients. Losing this contract would be... my son is the chief waiter at the Days branch. Would you consider letting us run a test campaign at that location? It'd be easy to communicate the purpose of the campaign through him, and if we could just...
I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Well, why not?
The truth is, the Days branch is one of the lower-rated locations among our restaurants. We're currently in the middle of retraining the staff there, and due to its unique location, the Days branch isn't ideal for piloting a promotional campaign.
I see. Also, you mentioned your son is the chief waiter there? We've recently received several complaints from customers regarding his service attitude. It's reached a point where the head office is reviewing how to respond. What? I had no idea.
Given all of this, I'm afraid continuing our contract with Doki Doki Corp would be difficult. I'm truly sorry.
I see. In that case, I suppose there's no helping it. We'll begin looking for new clients.
And so, Tokimeki Restaurant ended its contract with Doki Doki Corp. A few months later,
the building's finished, and our contract with Toki Day Promotions is going smoothly. Yes, we're offering a limited-time menu at the Kirameki branch, along with the tasting event to promote it. Plus, Toki Day Promotions has strong media connections. They've secured features in gourmet magazines and online food sites to announce the grand opening.
There are just 2 weeks until the pre-opening, and less than 3 weeks until we open for real. We've still got some time, but let's stay focused and keep fine-tuning everything right up to the end.
Absolutely.
Keiichi, I knew I'd find you here. I've been looking everywhere. Kentaro, what are you doing here? Isn't this during business hours at Days Branch? I wanted to talk to you and Yui, so I tracked you down. I even ran into my dad, so I brought him along too.
Apologies for dropping in during such a busy time with the launch preparations.
It's all right, but what did you want to talk about?
Why did you end the contract with my dad's company? My service attitude may have been an issue, sure, but that has nothing to do with the company's contract, right? You're right, that had absolutely nothing to do with it. Huh? Ending the contract with Doki Doki Corp was something Tokimeki Restaurant had been considering for a while. It wasn't a snap decision. We'd already planned to revisit the partnership, and with the launch of the new branch, it felt like the perfect opportunity to make that change. I see. That's the reality of it. It'll definitely hurt our business. But I don't think renewing our contract with Tokimeki is even possible at this point. And honestly, I've come to terms with that. I see. That said, even if it has nothing to do with Doki Doki Corp, the head office is also planning to reassess your employment contract. What? Why?
Because the Day's branch reputation has been slipping, and that's become a serious concern at headquarters. A large portion of the customer feedback we've received points to your attitude as the issue, Mr. Kashiwa.
I thought you were trying to improve, especially after you were called out for how you treated Keiichi and Yui. I was trying to be more mindful.
Kashiwa, you're a skilled waiter. That's why we entrusted you with the chief role. But we've warned you multiple times about your tendency to overuse difficult jargons, haven't we?
We keep getting complaints from guests saying your explanations are hard to understand because you use too much jargon when describing dishes or service. And some say they've noticed differences in how you treat certain customers. I'd really thought I'd cut back on the technical terms, and I was offering the same service to everyone.
When we came in as guests, you clearly acted differently depending on who you were dealing with. You said it was because you were talking to Keiichi, an old friend, but isn't it possible that, without realizing it, you've been acting that way with other customers too?
Huh? If it were intentional, you could at least work on correcting it. But if you're unaware it's happening, then that's an even bigger problem. I think you still have a lot to learn about what true hospitality means. No. Doki Doki Corp and Kentaro Incident 2? There's no more clinging to Tokimeki Restaurant now, is there? We've got to start thinking about what comes next. Later, without new clients to sustain it, Doki Doki Corp fell into a cycle of barely staying afloat. Kentaro quit the Days branch to help his father's company, but being completely new to that kind of work, and with his habit of unconsciously adjusting his behavior based on who he's talking to, he hasn't had much success. Why did it come to this? What can I do to make things right? Meanwhile, I invited Yui out for dinner again to celebrate the grand opening of the Kirameki branch. You did a really great job. Seriously, well done.
Thanks. I learned so much working with you, Keiichi. Director Sanigawa said I'm probably ready to go solo.
Oh yeah? So it's finally time for you to branch out on your own, huh?
It's a little sad knowing we won't be working together as much anymore. Would it be okay if I asked you out to dinner again sometime?
Of course, I'd love that. Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.
I want to be there for him as he becomes the next hospital president.
I found the one, Keiichi. I'm sorry, really.
Aren't you the one in line to become president?
Yeah, Yuto's just an administrative staff member. I'm Keiichi Sato, a surgeon here at Days Hospital, just finished up morning rounds. Man, what a rough morning. We even had an emergency case come in. Gotta refuel properly to stay sharp for the afternoon shift. Huh? Just as I was settling in for a break, my wife Tomomi's name popped up on my screen. Hey Tomomi, what's up? I thought you were only working the morning shift today. It's not like you to call during lunch.
There's something I need to tell you. Can we switch to video?
Sure, I guess. Wait, is that my brother? Oh, right. He did mention he had the day off today. The person with Tomomi was my older brother Yuto, who also works at Days Hospital.
I've come to a realization. I'm more attracted to Yuto. He's just better at his job than you are. I want to be there for him as he becomes the next hospital president.
Next president? I found the one, Keiichi. I'm sorry, really. I know she's your wife, but I fell for her. I couldn't help myself. So that's what this is about. You and I barely saw each other with our conflicting shifts. And lately, yeah, I haven't felt any warmth from you. I guess that's when you started getting close with Yuto. Your behavior makes a lot more sense now.
So, you'll divorce me?
Yeah. Fine. Let's get divorced. I hope you two are happy together. But just so you know, I'm definitely going after you for a proper settlement.
I'll be married to the next hospital president. Paying you off will be nothing. I'll still be living comfortably even after the settlement.
You're talking about Yuto, right? Thing is, about that.
Anyway, I'll leave the divorce papers in the living room. Just sign them, okay? I've got lunch with Yuto now. Bye!
She hung up.
Oh, hey, Keiichi.
Hey, Yui, how's it going? That's Yui Enomoto, one of our nurses.
I kind of overheard your call when I was about to come in.
Yeah. I had it on speaker. Don't worry about it. Apparently, Tomomi wants to be the wife of the future hospital president, my brother. So yeah, we're getting divorced.
That's actually what I was wondering about. Aren't you the one in line to become president?
Yeah, Yuto's just an administrative staff member.
Right? Then why is she acting like he's the next in line?
Who knows? Maybe they just got their wires crossed.
Still, choosing Yuto just because he's supposedly next in line? That's hard to believe.
Well, they said they were drawn to each other. It's fine. I'm honestly glad I found out sooner rather than later.
If you're okay with it, then I guess that's what matters.
Later on, I signed the divorce papers she'd left at home. Everything went through without a hitch, but then... Man, I used to feel so inferior, being an admin while Keiichi's a doctor. But now, Tomomi chose me over him, which means I've got more going for me than he does, right? Ha!
Wow, Yuto, you're in a great mood today. Something good happen?
The woman I care about finally saw me for who I really am. Feels amazing. Now I've got to step up my game at work too. Prove I can really make a difference around here.
Oh man, if you get any more competent, the rest of us are doomed. You're already super thorough at the front desk, and your paperwork's lightning fast. Honestly, we've all got a lot to learn from you.
No. I've still got a long way to go. But I'm gonna keep pushing, once I'm successful enough. Tomomi and Dad will both see it. I will be the next president.
Wait, Tomomi? You mean Keiichi's wife?
She's my partner now.
Hold on. What?
You introduced us, remember? Thanks to you, I met the love of my life. I really owe you one.
Oh. Yeah, sure. You're welcome. Wait, what? I never meant for them to start dating. That's not what the introduction was for.
Meanwhile, as for Tomomi...
Hey, guess what? I filled in at Day's hospital last week because they were short-staffed. And I worked with Dr. Sato from surgery. He was incredible. So professional during exams. And when he operated, knocked it out of the park ahead of schedule even. I was honestly kind of starstruck.
Oh yeah, I've heard about Dr. Sato too. People say he's one of the best in the entire region. Patients and staff really trust him. I even heard he's next in line to be the president.
Exactly! He's super young but has such a vibe. So even people at my clinic are talking about how talented Yuto is. I knew I made the right call picking him over Keiichi. I'm so glad you both think so highly of my husband. Thanks for the kind words. Oh wait, you're married to Dr. Sato? Yep. Yuto Sato is my husband. Even the administration staff at Days says he's super competent.
Hold up. Yuto Sato? Is that his name?
I'm pretty sure the one I worked with was Dr. Keiichi Sato. Keiichi? Wait, are you saying the next president everyone's talking about is Keiichi? No way. Not that Keiichi. I don't think there's a Dr. Yuto Sato at Days. What department does your husband work in exactly? I thought he worked at Days Hospital.
Might want to double check that.
Yeah, right. No. Yuto told me he was going to be the next president at Days. There's no way I'm wrong. They must be the ones who are mixed up. Yeah, that's it.
Your test results look great. I think we're good to just keep monitoring things for now.
Really? That's such a relief. Ever since your surgery. I've been eating normally again and honestly just feeling like myself again. Thank you so much, Dr. Sato.
That's wonderful to hear. Just don't overdo it. And if anything feels off, reach out right away.
Will do.
That's our last patient for today.
Great work, Keiichi. You were precise and thoughtful as always. It's honestly inspiring.
Thanks, Yui. Couldn't do it without your help.
Are you holding up okay, Keiichi?
What do you mean?
It's just, with everything that happened with your wife, I figured it might still be tough.
Thanks for your concern. But honestly, I've moved on. I'm fine. If anything, I've been enjoying the peace and quiet at home lately. Kind of nice, actually.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Keiichi, we need to talk.
Tomomi?
Wait, what? What are you doing here? Office hours are over. I was supposed to grab dinner with Yuto, so I came by to pick him up. Thought I'd check out how he works in the meantime. But his name wasn't listed on any exam room. So I figured, well, you probably know where he is.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Come on, I'll take you to him.
This is...
Yuto, Tomomi wanted to see you, so here she is.
Yuto! There you are.
Tomomi? What are you doing here?
Oh, hey! Long time no see, Tomomi.
Hold on. Yuto, you're in the admin office? Don't tell me you're not a doctor. Ryuya, you introduced him to me. Like he was some brilliant doctor. And you acted like you were some gifted surgeon about to become president. You completely misled me.
I didn't mean to deceive you. You just kept assuming I was a doctor. And I tried to tell you I was just in administration, but I never got around to it.
Okay, yes, I introduced you to. But not because I was trying to set you up. I just wanted to show off a colleague I respect. How was I supposed to know? You were gonna ditch Keiichi and jump to him.
Well, I mean, you said he was doing great at the hospital, so I assumed he was a doctor. Wow. So this whole thing was just a massive misunderstanding you created yourself.
So now you get it right. You left me for Yuto, based on a completely wrong assumption.
Wait, if Yuto's not a doctor, then the next president is obviously Keiichi. He's the one set to take over Day's hospital.
Yeah, I heard that directly from the chief, too. I always wondered why people thought Yuto was gonna be president.
No way.
You've got to be kidding me.
I didn't know. How you two got the idea Yuto was next in line. Dad made it crystal clear. He's only handing the position to someone with proven experience as a physician, and a solid track record in the department. Yuto in administration just doesn't qualify.
But I'm your older brother. I thought for sure I'd be the one picked.
Since Dr. Sato values skill over seniority, I'm confident he'll pick a qualified doctor for the next president. He wouldn't let things like his firstborn son affect his choice.
Which means I'm not guaranteed the role either. Still have to keep working for it.
So everything we did, all our choices were completely off base. Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, sure. Maybe I won't make it to hospital president. But with how hard I work, I've got to be in the running for chief administrator. A top hospital's chief admin has job security. That means a stable future.
Right, that's true. If you're gonna be head of admin, then that's super reassuring. He still works at a major hospital, the pay's gotta be good enough.
Well, yeah. Compared to smaller hospitals, the salary's probably better. But even then, it's what, half of what a doctor like me makes? You picked Yuto because you thought he'd end up making more than me, didn't you?
Wait, no way. See? That's what happens when you only care about money and ignore the person right in front of you. Keiichi is one of the most thoughtful, dedicated doctors I've ever worked with. His patients love him, and the staff trust him completely. To walk away from someone like him for someone else, I honestly can't wrap my head around it. Ugh.
And there's something else I bet Yuto hasn't told you.
What now?
Excuse me, I need a word with Yuto.
Dad? Wait, is this it? Is he gonna name me the next chief admin?
It's about time you passed the Certified Medical Billing and Coding exam, so you can finally start handling claims work. I know the front desk and paperwork stuff matters too, but where we really need your skills is in billing and insurance claims. Well...
Claims work? What exactly does that mean again?
It's the paperwork we file to get reimbursed for treatments and meds. We send these forms, called claims, to the insurance companies to get money back.
Oh, those forms with all the codes and calculations after a patient's visit. Wait, but isn't that like the most important job in medical admin?
To even do claims, you have to pass the National Medical Billing and Coding Certification exam. But Yuto's been taking it for years and still hasn't passed.
He's good at a lot of things, honestly, but that one part's a serious weak spot. If he could do claims, we'd be way more efficient.
I thought you were supposed to be some kind of admin whiz, but this is a huge problem.
It's not like I'm slacking off. I study every year between shifts, but no matter how hard I try, I just can't get a passing score.
But you just said you were top tier at your job. If that's true, why can't you pass one exam? You're supposed to be a future chief administrator. Isn't that basic qualification for the job?
Future Chief Admin? Seriously? There's no way I'd hand over that role to someone who can't even handle claims.
No way!
This year, I swear I'll pass this year. I've been taking it every year, this time for sure. I have to.
Well, that just really killed it for me.
Wait, what?
Keiichi, can we give it another shot, you and me?
What?
Tomomi! What the hell are you saying? I knew it. Keiichi's the only one for me. I'd be so much happier with a brilliant doctor and future hospital president than some admin guy who can't even pass a certs exam.
Not a chance. You only care about my salary and my title. That's all I ever meant to you, right?
That's not... And you still hurt him. That fact doesn't go away. And now you're just trying to crawl back because things didn't work out? Who does that?
Keiichi told me everything you did to him. I thought Keiichi had a happy marriage, but what a shame. He deserves someone way better than you.
Ugh.
And you, Yuto, flirting with a married woman? Shameful. Don't expect a single ounce of support from me going forward. You're on your own.
No, this can't be happening.
You'll be paying me every month for what you did, so don't be late.
And let me be clear. If you manage to pass that certification exam, then we'll talk. But as things stand, I can't cover for your womanizing anymore, Yuto. You'd better straighten up, starting with how you carry yourself in this hospital.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Wait, your attitude in the hospital? What's he talking about? Don't tell me! He's constantly hitting on the younger nurses and admin girls. The female staff call him a player, and he's kind of a big deal around here.
Honestly, he's been cut some slack, because he's good at his job.
Oh my god, that is so gross.
After that, Yuto and Tomomi ended up breaking up, and both of them were drowning in debt, just trying to cover their settlement payments.
If I hadn't betrayed Keiichi, I would have been the future wife of the hospital president.
Yuto once again failed the exam. His poor work attitude didn't help either. Eventually, he was forced to resign from Day's hospital. He tried applying to other hospitals for admin work, but not being able to handle billing claims turned out to be a deal breaker.
It's not like I wasn't trying. How the hell did I end up like this?
Meanwhile, I kept up with my usual duties, while also learning the ropes of hospital management from my father.
You catch on quick, son, and you've earned the trust of everyone around you. All that's left now is for you to find someone who will support you in life, too.
Would it be okay if I volunteered for that role?
Wait, what?
If it's Yui by your side, then I can rest easy.
Dad! Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button
Your fiancé works as a model, right? My bad for snagging her from you. But hey, we just click, you know?
I'm actually already married. Did it last month.
Is that your brother?
I'm Keiichi Sato, 30 years old. I work at a small local bank. It was a Friday night. I was about to unwind with a beer on the table. I hope I can spend the rest of the weekend peacefully like this. Just as I was thinking that... Huh? Sho? It's rare for him to call. Hello?
Hey, Keiichi. It's been a while.
Yeah, you're right. What's up?
Well, I've been feeling kind of bad, you know? Thought I should give you a heads up.
Feeling bad? For what?
Your fiancé works as a model, right? My bad for snagging her from you.
What?
But hey, we just click, you know? Sorry, but that's how it is.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean, that's how it is?
You said your fiancé is that famous model Nagisa, right?
Well, yeah, that's true, but...
I knew it. Hey, you really should have treated her better.
I do treat her well. Sho, what are you even talking about? I'm telling you, she said she'd rather marry me than you. This makes no sense. If you're talking about my fiancée Nagisa, she's sitting right here next to me.
Huh? What are you saying?
I mean, Nagisa and I are together right now.
Oh, is that your brother?
Huh? Who was that? Wait, is she really sitting next to you right now?
Yeah, she's right here next to me.
You're Sho, right? I'm Nagisa. Nice to meet you.
See?
No way. How come? Your fiancé is that model Nagisa, right? The tall one, about 5'7", from a rich family with a mansion in Tokyo.
Huh? Yeah.
Right? She just turned 28 and announced her engagement this year.
Well, yeah, that's true. But she's literally sitting next to me drinking coffee. So what's going on here?
What's going on?
Exactly. The details match, don't they? And not just that. Wasn't Nagisa chosen as the new face for that shampoo ad?
Shampoo ad? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Huh? She did a commercial for one of our Doki Doki products, remember? We really connected while collaborating. And she mentioned she has a shampoo commercial coming up.
No, she said she got picked for the renewed skincare line. She did mention the shoot's coming up soon. Right, baby?
Yeah, that's right.
Huh? No way. We're talking about the model Nagisa. Nagisa Koharu. She went to that super famous girls' school.
Huh? Nagisa? Koharu? Hold on a sec. My fiance's real name is Nagisa Momodori. And she didn't go to a fancy girls' school. She went to an international school.
Nagisa? Momodori? The Nagisa Momodori who's always on magazine covers? She's your fiancé? How did you end up with someone that famous?
Her agency is a client of the bank I work for. I was in charge of their account. That's how we started seeing each other.
No way.
So, who exactly have you been talking about this whole time? Who's Nagisa Koharu?
Well...
I mean, I don't really get it, but Sho, could it be you've got the wrong person? I get that her name's Nagisa too, but...
Wait a sec. I'll call you back sometime, okay?
Hey, Sho! What the heck was that about?
Is your brother alright? Did he say Nagisa Koharu? She's a model too, right?
Nagisa, do you know this Nagisa Koharu?
I've never met her in person, but I think her stage name is Nagisa Koharu. Since our names are so similar, she sometimes came up in conversations with staff at work.
I see. My brother said something like, "Sorry for stealing your fiancé earlier."
Wait, stealing? Does that mean your brother is dating Nagisa?
Yeah, I guess so.
If that's true, it could be a problem.
Huh?
Didn't Nagisa Koharu just announce her engagement recently?
Really? I hadn't heard that.
If that's true, then her fiancé could demand compensation from your brother.
You're right.
Your brother might actually be in trouble. Maybe you should talk to him and get the full story.
Yeah. I just hope this doesn't turn into a huge mess.
Sho, you're back. Huh? What's wrong? Why are you in such a rush?
Hey, your name is Nagisa Koharu, right?
What? Now you ask? But come to think of it, you've never actually called me by name since we started dating. Hey, from now on, make sure you call me Koharu, okay?
Wait, Koharu is your first name? Then what's the deal with Nagisa?
It's my stage name. My dad said if I was going to work in entertainment, I should use one.
Right.
What's wrong? You're acting kind of weird today, Sho.
No, it's nothing. So, about that fiancé you mentioned before.
Fiancé? Where's that coming from all of a sudden? Yeah, I told you he's been really cold lately, right? He doesn't answer my messages, and even when we meet up, he's totally checked out. I felt like he didn't love me at all. But then you were so kind to me, Sho. And I honestly feel so lucky that I met you. And I started to think, maybe you're the person I'm really meant to be with. Not Taichi.
Huh? Taichi? Your fiancé's name isn't Keiichi?
Keiichi? Who's that? My fiancé is Taichi. You know him. Taichi, the actor. He's the son of the CEO of Doki Doki Drink.
Huh? What did you just say?
What? Didn't I tell you?
You definitely didn't.
Hey, Sho, why are you freaking out so much?
Because how could I not freak out? You're telling me your fiancé is the son of Doki Doki Drink's CEO? That's my biggest client right now. I'm in charge of their entire account.
Oh yeah, Taichi's gonna be in a commercial soon, but he's been super cold lately. Thinking this is how it's gonna be forever just made me really sad.
Hey.
If I'm gonna get married, it's gonna be with someone who truly puts me first, you know? Huh?
Wait, you didn't mention me to Taichi, right?
Oh, I totally did.
Wow!
I told him I met someone who treats me like a princess, someone way better than him, and I asked him to break off the engagement.
Seriously?
Yeah, he was pretty mad about it. But hey, he brought it on himself for not treating me right.
Oh!
Mr. Sawai, thank you so much for taking the time to come here today.
The reason I'm here today is simple. This is about my son Taichi's fiancée, Nagisa Koharu. I wanted to have a word with your employee, Sho Sato.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you directly. Were you aware of Taichi and Koharu's relationship when you got involved with her?
No, absolutely not. I would never do something like that. We're really just good friends, that's all.
Good friends, you say?
Yes, sir. It's just that lately things between Taichi and Koharu seemed a little rocky, so she came to me to talk about it. I was just trying to be supportive, as a friend.
I've heard that things haven't been going well between Taichi and Koharu, and I'm aware that my son may bear some of the blame.
Right? Koharu's been really stressed, and I just wanted to cheer her up, just as a friend.
Is that so? Then tell me, do you often go on outings like this with your friends?
How did you get that photo?
Wait a minute. Sho, come on now. It seems like there's plenty of evidence right here.
I'm terribly sorry.
This clearly doesn't look like a friendship. Even if there were issues between my son and Koharu, they were still engaged. As long as the engagement hadn't been officially broken, what you did is inexcusable.
We sincerely apologize on behalf of Sho.
I'm truly sorry.
So then, you are admitting to the relationship?
Yes, sir.
This incident has finally pushed me to make a decision I've been struggling with for years. I've decided to move forward with making our company independent. I'll send out the formal notice with details soon. So please take a look when it arrives.
No way!
I truly apologize for everything.
To be honest, everyone here had a lot of faith in you.
This is really disappointing, Sho. I really looked up to you. Oh.
Your colleagues admired your passion and work ethic too, which makes the disappointment all the deeper even if this was a personal matter. You were practically guaranteed to be promoted soon, and now...
I understand, sir. I truly am sorry. From now on, I'll change my attitude and devote myself to my work with sincerity. I'll earn back your trust through performance.
I'm glad to hear that, but let's be realistic. With Doki Doki Drink's independence now officially up for discussion, we're...
Is their independence really that serious? I mean, they're technically still a subsidiary, right?
It's a huge deal. Doki Doki Drinks is one of our top-earning subsidiaries. If they go independent, the way revenue is distributed changes drastically. The losses to our company could be catastrophic. And this all stems from your careless actions. Do you still not grasp the weight of what you've caused?
I'm so sorry, sir.
We've had discussions about their independence many times in the past. Until now, we always managed to come up with reasons and talk them out of it, barely holding things together. But all of that effort was for nothing. After what happened, Mr. Sawai has likely made up his mind for good.
No way. What can I do?
There's one more thing. We were planning to feature Doki Doki Drink CEO's son, Taichi, the actor, in our new company commercial. But that'll probably be scrapped too.
What? But that CM project is nearly complete. We've already got everything ready for the shoot, and now it's just going to be cancelled? Wait, that CM was our company's...
Of course it was. And from Taichi's perspective, there's no way he could forgive you for this. Now we'll have to completely rework the concept, and approach the second choice candidate for the lead role. But since it's such short notice, I have no idea if they'll even take it. This is a disaster.
I'll personally handle the negotiations. Please, just give me a chance. I'll do whatever it takes to get them to agree. Please, I'm begging you. Was Sho always like that? He's kinda desperate now, huh?
And you think you can actually pull this off?
Yes. I'll get it done no matter what. So, who's the backup candidate?
We were thinking of asking the popular model Nagisa Momodori. She actually turned us down once due to scheduling conflicts, but we plan to reach out again.
Wait, Nagisa Momodori?
Yeah, that's right. What's wrong?
No, nothing. It's just, Nagisa Momodori is actually my brother's fiancé.
What? Are you serious? Well, what a coincidence. Then by all means, go through your brother and make the request.
Yes, sir.
We trust you to make this happen. If this ad doesn't succeed, the fallout for our company will be worse than you can imagine.
I understand.
Even though things turned out this way, Sho, you've contributed a lot to this company over the years. Reflect on your personal matters, start over from zero. We're still counting on you.
I appreciate it. I'll do everything I can to live up to your expectations.
3 days passed, and Doki Doki Corp advertising shoot was officially happening. It was a sudden casting request from Sho, but since it came from my younger brother, Nagisa's agency managed to adjust her schedule and make the shoot possible.
Wow, this is turning out to be an incredible commercial. Nagisa, you fit the product image perfectly.
Thank you very much for the kind words.
You are incredibly beautiful, radiate a clean vibe, have such a positive energy, and are loved by many. I feel lucky to be working with you. There was a moment I wasn't sure how it would turn out, but this shoot is shaping up to be a huge success.
Since my brother-in-law is part of your crew, I'm really going all out.
Thank you so much for your kind words. I'm really happy we reached out to you for this. Sho, make sure you show some gratitude to your lovely family. Your brother is so kind-hearted too. Keiichi, I can't thank you enough for your help today.
Not at all, I'm just glad I could help.
Now then, we'll take a short break while we prep for the next scene.
Hey, Sho! Why are you even here? You're not part of this. I was worried about you, that's all. So, what happened after that? Did you sort things out with Nagisa Koharu? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You pitying me or something? That's a pretty smug way to talk. Why do you always take things that way? What else am I supposed to think? You came all the way here just to see me fall apart or something? If not, then why would you even bother showing up? And besides, if you'd warned me earlier, none of this would have blown up like it did. Huh? What are you even talking about? Whenever I was in trouble, Mom and Dad, everyone around me would always come to the rescue. That's why I never failed before. Humph. Admit it. You're jealous because everyone always doted on me more than you. So you intentionally chose not to help me this time, huh? Come on. Really think about it. That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, whatever. I'm better looking, have more friends, a better career. You're just envious of how good I've got it, aren't you? I've never thought that, not even once. Why can't you just listen for once?
Sho, that sounds a bit harsh, don't you think? Keiichi is genuinely nice, thoughtful, and a really good person. Even in his career, he's trusted by the president of his bank.
Huh? And what does this have to do with you, Nagisa?
It has to do with everything. I was right next to him when you were saying all those things about me over the phone. I heard everything.
Ah!
You're the one who misunderstood everything and acted on your own. You've always had this bad habit of blaming others when things don't go your way.
Shut up! I just...
Sho, I know people helped you before. Because of your hard work and your personality. Your company believes in you. Your colleagues looked up to you. But instead of appreciating that, you got careless, made a mess of things, and now you're lashing out at everyone else. Gah! You were too naive, too reckless. You need to think things through before you act.
No way! I really thought she was your fiancé. If only I hadn't mistaken her for Koharu and started dating her.
Hey, Sho, hold on.
Sho, what did you just say? Nagisa Koharu?
Huh? What are you doing here?
I was just in the area for a modeling job next door. But wait a sec. Sho, are you saying you got close to me because you mistook me for Nagisa Momodori?
What? No. I mean, listen, that's not what happened.
So all that kindness, when I was feeling so low, that was all a lie?
Just listen to me, please.
I really loved you, Sho. I really did. How could you do this to me?
Wait, let me explain.
Sho, can you tell us what's going on right now?
Hey, Sho.
Koharu, she really cared about you.
Why did it end up like this?
What just happened? He said he mistook her, right?
Koharu was definitely crying, right? And that guy Sho, he seems pretty terrible, doesn't he?
Sho, Honestly, I don't think I can defend you in this situation.
I'm deeply sorry.
Given the current state of things, I doubt we'll be able to work with Nagisa Koharu's agency again. And if this continues, even the shoot next door might be affected. Our company will have to bear full responsibility. Look what have you done?
Sho, reflect on everything and start over from scratch.
If only I hadn't been so obsessed with Kaiichi.
A few days later, the incident made headlines as Nagisa Koharu shared everything with the media. She revealed the full details of her interactions with Sho, and soon, Sho became known publicly as the third wheel in a love triangle with Taichi. Koharu's image as a pure, refined young lady took a major hit. Taichi was criticized for how he had treated her, and his work offers quickly dried up. Even Doki Doki Drink was dragged into the scandal, leaving the CEO with his head in his hands. 1 month later, Doki Doki Corporation received the official paperwork from Doki Doki Drink regarding their decision to go independent.
What a mess! At this rate, this year's profits will be less than half of last year's. It looks like the shareholders are having an emergency meeting.
No way!
Sho, the CEO himself has issued you a transfer order.
Transfer? Hold on. I don't see any title mentioned.
Do you really think you'd still be given a title under these circumstances?
But I'm also being asked to pay compensation. I need an income too.
You're already well known to our clients, and you haven't produced any results lately either.
Yes, I understand.
Sho's actions caused a lot of trouble for so many people. I feel bad for you too, Nagisa.
Don't worry, Keiichi. You've made me truly happy.
I'm really glad to hear that. Sho and I grew up in the same house, but honestly, I don't understand him most of the time. He was spoiled, always relied on others to clean up after him. I guess he thought everything would eventually go his way.
I guess you're right.
I'm not like Sho. I promise I'll always be the one to make you happy.
Of course, I already know that.
Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.